And oh, there's my favorite. Actually, while we're here, I'm going to read off a Dragnact fanfiction because why the fuck not? It is absolutely fucking precious. Let me pull it up real quick. I appreciate it. It's, you know what? And I appreciate Test2 for trying to apply some remedial English skills. It's oddly written, but it's acceptable, so we'll go with it. Okay. So we'll go with it. Alright. Dragnact was a scientist who was convinced that he was the smartest person in the world. He had never actually had a job in the scientific community, but he didn't let that stop him from pursuing his dreams. That's such an... He had never actually had a... Okay. Despite his lack of experience, Dragnact was convinced that he was destined for greatness. It seems kind of like redundant, but... Alright. But despite his best efforts, Dragnact's attempts always seemed to end in failure. He was completely unaware that he was actually quite stupid, and that his delusions of grandeur were simply that, delusions. As the years passed, Dragnact became more and more isolated. He spent all of his time on YouTube, convinced that he was just one step away from a groundbreaking change in life. Despite his best effort... Wait, didn't you already... That's the beginning of the third paragraph. Actually, that's kind of a copy of the second one. So wait, you started each paragraph despite... Yeah, so the second sentence is despite... Third paragraph, despite... Fourth, fifth, despite... Jesus, wow. I just now realized just how repetitive this is. Holy fuck. But despite his best efforts, Dragnact never did make any groundbreaking discoveries. This part also sounds familiar. He was simply too clueless, I guess, as to why. I think that's what you meant. He was simply too clueless to why. Alright. Eventually, Dragnact realized that he was not cut out for a career in science. You actually, like, stated that earlier. Disheartened, he turned to the internet for fame and fortune. Like, this seems like it's like the same two paragraphs repeated in kind of a different way. Like, this is like a rough draft that somebody writes, and they're not really sure which opening to go with, so they just make it like a part of the body paragraphs that follow it. Goddamn. Okay. This is fun. He started a YouTube channel where he spent his days ranting about his failed online personality and making grandiose claims about his intelligence. This right here tells me that you have no idea how I actually started YouTube, right? Like, this right here is so far from the fucking truth. It's actually really funny, but we'll go with it. It's like a high school report you're trying to do. It is. That's exactly how it fucking reads. Jesus, I would be embarrassed. I'm not even gonna lie. I would actually be very embarrassed to have told people that I wrote this. This is pathetic. As an actual adult person wrote this, trying to be serious. Wow, your parents in the education failed you. Holy fuck. It has nothing to do with education. It has nothing to do with being smart. You're just lazy, right? Like, that's really what this is. You had all the time in the world to take time to really just figure out, well, let me just go to Dragnact's, like, the beginning of his channel and see, or just ask people, how did he start on YouTube? And you could have not fucked that up, but you were so lazy that you just fabricated a background, mind you, to people who have watched me since the beginning and know that this is bullshit, but that's fine. To make matters worse, you repeated the same 3 claims for almost 8 paragraphs. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, 9 paragraphs. Oh, great. Fuck me running. All right, but Dragnact's YouTube channel was a disaster. Disaster. His videos and streams were poorly made, and his ideas were nonsensical. No one took him seriously, and he quickly became a laughingstock in the online community. I don't know which online community. There's many, but I'm not sure how. Like, where is this information? His videos and streams were poorly made. They're live streams. Like, they're just. I don't know how you poorly make live stream, but no one took him seriously. I was not aware that I wanted to be taken seriously on the internet. This is news to me. When I could have sworn I was the one that said fuck Dragnact, but okay, when some people took it seriously. But even in the face of failure, this is a repeat of the third paragraph. Dragnact remained convinced that he was the smart. That's the same thing you said in the first fucking paragraph. You literally said the fucking same thing in the first fucking paragraph. This is the only thing that you had almost 10 years of material to work with, to roast me, and you could only repeat the same 3 things over and over again. I don't know who you are, but when I talk about how stupid you are, I said that just to insult you, just to be completely honest. I don't know you, but this actually demonstrates that you are as stupid as I think you are. And I'm not actually, like, just saying that to be mean. You actually are really incompetent, like, incredibly so. You should feel ashamed that you actually tried. Like, if you were being funny, this is funny. But if this is something that you were trying to, it has raised my blood pressure, because it is funny as fuck on how inaccurate it is. Anyway, he continued to make videos and spout off his delusions of grandeur. Didn't you say that? Oh my god, that's the third paragraph. Almost at the last sentence of the third paragraph. all his delusions of grandeur, always convinced that he was just one step ahead, one step away from internet fame. I didn't know I was on here for internet fame. That's news to me. And though he may have been a delusional and secretly stupid scientist, Dragnact will always be remembered for his unwavering belief in his own intelligence. Holy fuck. Wow. Wow. Are we sure Billy didn't write this? Because my God, I mean, I think Billy would do a better job at this. Billy sucks at reading. Writing, he's okay. He's better than this. Fuck me running. It's like the same 3 claims over and over. Oh my God. AI wrote it. Of course, an AI wrote it. Of course. Yes, we're gonna blame an AI. That's what it is. Ah. Holy shit. Fuck. Oh my God.
Can't believe it. Sorry.
Like, I don't know. I'm just, it was my cat wrote my last report. Like, I don't, just even, but let's think about this. I'll accept that. An AI wrote this. You were so lazy that you couldn't write, like, a shitty fan fiction of me. Like, you made 3 separate accounts on 3 separate social media platforms about me, but you were too lazy to, like, write a shitty fanfic, so you had an AI do it? All right, okay, maybe. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. But after the AI wrote it, actually, why, hold on, an AI would know proper grammar and punctuation, right? I'm gonna have to ask my computer people, wouldn't AI know how to properly construct sentences? I'm just guessing that's how an AI may or may not be designed, especially when you have stuff like Grammarly. I'm just throwing it out there. But even if an AI wrote it, why couldn't you have, like, edited it to make it sound like less stupid? Let's roll with this. I'm fine with it. But if you saw that this was incredibly repetitive, why not just edit it so it sounds less stupid? I'm just like, wow. Okay, you actually have to tell ChatGPT to punctuate? I don't use this shit. I don't use this shit. I'm like, wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's really repetitive and poorly written, but man. Yeah, wow. I'm honored. Is the AI excuse was this really feels like, for those of you who've been around, this feels like true empiricism level stupidity. This really does. Like, this is, for the old folk, there was a, like, fucking, like, true empiricism claimed that somebody hacked his website that me and scientist Sam were looking at, and that people, whoever hacked it, put in, like, spelling mistakes and shit, and ran with it. So, my God, that, you got triggered and baited by an AI, I can't even get over it. Is this true? I'm laughing my ass off, but thank you. You've got me. I'm curious though, how would an AI make up a backstory for me? Especially about how I started on YouTube. I'm kind of curious about that. Joke's on us, they were pretending to be retarded. Like, how would, like, I'm kind of curious how this AI would come up with, he started a YouTube channel where he spent his days ranting about his failed online personality and making grandiose claims about his intelligence. Where would an AI get that from? It's not true, but even if you had an AI, like, listen to all of my shit, in totality, you would not get that. Like, that's really suspicious for an AI just to kind of fabricate out of thin air. But okay, this sounds like something somebody wrote who's incompetent. But it is what it is. I hope you write a follow-up that's a bit more, I don't know, we'll put together just a little bit, slightly. You can't even spell prompt right. Goddamn. Yeah, I can tell you wrote this. Like, just this. I'm looking at what you're typing right now. You definitely wrote this. You definitely wrote this. If anybody is looking at what you have there, this is sad.
IQ. Above average, okay? Have an IQ equivalent to presidents, okay?
Yes, Drag. Feel the sting of my alpha troll status. I'd love nothing more than to continue to roast you, but unfortunately I have to go walk my dogs. It's rough that I have to do it all by myself, ever since my wife left my bitch ass.
It happens. It happens. Oh my God. Okay. This is sad. Like, fucking hell. This is fucking pathetic. Like, so I guess this is what happens when I roast somebody about their poor grasp in English, that they have to resort to this kind of thing in order to have an excuse for why they're just incompetent. But that's fine. It's all right. That's all right. So we're gonna give this person another chance. Come up with something on your own that is accurate. At least if you're gonna roast me, at least find information that is accurate, and then go from there. And try, like, use Grammarly. It's free. Like, I don't understand why you don't just use Grammarly. Like, it's just, are you that lazy? I don't know. Maybe. But, you know, it's all in good fun. I am glad that, I was just laughing with you, Drag. Don't take it seriously. Why would I take this seriously? It's nonsense. Like, it's obvious. No, I play by my own. Yes, and evidently you type on your own terms too, because this is not even anything resembling an adult or what an adult should be able to type like. But you know, we have content. Yes, actually, yes, Boxer Wing. Please use Grammarly. Whoever. Let's do that actually. Let's do that. Tag me on Twitter, and we'll read some good ones. Some people had some people made some Drag and Shanny fanfics that they had emailed, and I read them off. And some of them were a little bit too vivid as far as the illustrations. I'll say that, but they were. Some of y'all sick people, but they're fun. Definitely fun. So, on that note, folks. Now that there's some more people, I'm going to be changing shit up on the channel. I had a convo with Nate the Lawyer, and we're going to start tackling some Christopher Boozy. If y'all don't know who that is, go check out Nate the Lawyer. Go check out Nate. He's doing good shit. And Shane's shit's fucking boring. Like I agree with everybody. Like this shit, they're just sitting there watching YouTube. Like we're all sitting here watching YouTube. So I'm going to sit there and watch somebody else watch YouTube. Like I can just watch what they're watching myself. So I don't know. But this has been fun for a while. But fuck me right about it. It is a goddamn snore fest. Like they're not really doing anything. Yes, Rose fanfiction sounds interesting. Yeah, absolutely. I'll read them off. Maybe have a prize or something like that. Yeah, we could do it's like a cash app or something for the best person. Have people vote. That sounds good. But anyway, so probably starting maybe sometime next week. I'm going to be digging into Mr. Christopher Boozy and looking at the stuff that's going on with him and Bot Sentinel. There are news media outlets that are considering Mr. Boozy as an expert, even though he has no formal background in computer science or investigating or any of the other stuff that he claims. And so me and Nate, I think somebody else, we're going to be looking at the methodology that he's using to determine who are bots and who are not, who's like a part of a concerted hate campaign versus people who just don't like such and such person. It wouldn't be boring if you brought back the game. Yeah, the chat. I know you want the chat games, Dynacat. I'll reactivate it. Hopefully you go on to be a less insufferable person when you have a new focus. That's not going to change. You clearly don't know me. You are definitely new. So I don't change myself to suit other people. If you kind of not picked that up by now, I'm not sure what to tell you. You think about this, test 2. Why would I change myself for somebody like you? Just think about that for a second. If you can't even put together a grammatically correct sentence or even do like remedial fucking research into the person you're obsessed with, why would I lower myself to change a part of myself to be more acceptable to somebody of your caliber? Just think about that for a minute, right? You think Elon Musk is going to fucking change himself because of the opinion of Rev News? Really? You think Oprah's going to change her fucking hairstyle and clothes because of what Shanny says about her? No, that's fucking stupid. That's dumb. Like, why? So this is the part where you have like some sort of self-reflection and realize that at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like you're nobody, but you're amusing. You're absolutely amusing. So if you want to dig into my life, that's fine. Then we can talk. I don't like adults. But until then, you're just going to be left guessing. And if you think my last job was at the casino, you are years behind. That was years ago. So keep digging. Maybe when you put forth this type of effort into your real life, you'll become something. The type of effort you put into trying to figure out like who I am and what I'm doing clearly could be spent improving yourself, specifically your grasp on the English language. That first and foremost, because it seems like this is a lot of projection, if I had to guess. Because why are you so concerned about what I do in my life? Like that's what I'm confused about. Like I get it, you're mad that I was on the stream with Callie, I don't know how long ago, and haven't really communicated with her like that, and don't even really think about that type of shit until obsessed people who don't have a life and not doing anything with their life are obsessed with me, and they remind me. But okay, so try it again. We'll have a contest. Maybe you'll win some money. All right, but focus this time on actually creating something that's funny and accurate, and we get a good laugh.